Hello there, it's Brad Johnson from johnson.audio, and I'm here to talk to you about a little known program called Melodyne. Yes, Melodyne. The question is using Melodyne a cheater's way to get a good vocal performance? Well, if you're not familiar with Melodyne, Melodyne is a pitch correcting software. So for vocalists, you can tune the vocals to make sure that they're singing in tune. It's also sometimes known as auto-tune, which is actually Antares auto-tune, which is actually a separate product that does similar stuff. But I feel like Antares auto-tune is the sound that you hear on the radio, where it really sounds like what people call auto-tune. While Melodyne you hear all the time, except for you don't actually hear it because it's a lot more of a transparent vocal tuning application. It's very powerful in the production realm. I highly recommend having at least some form of it, whether it's the light version or it's all the way up to the like $700 studio version. Especially if you are a songwriter and you're recording yourself, it is going to be a lifesaver for you. It is going to make it so you actually want to release your albums or your songs that you record, because the biggest thing that I've experienced in my own life being a songwriter and trying to record stuff on my own is that I just think my voice sounded really bad. It sounded off tune. It just didn't seem to really wasn't in pitch. I wasn't hitting the notes perfectly. So I'm not the greatest singer in the world. And so I would focus so hard on trying to be perfect in my pitch that I would then forget about the performance. And so then I would have a good pitch performance, but then my emotion wasn't there. It sounded like I was trying. And in the realm of music, performance and emotion is going to trump technicality every single time. So having a little tool like Melodyne can be it could just be a secret weapon that you keep in your back pocket. It's not something that you're supposed to, fall on or rely on, but it's there to help just take your performance that is awesome, but maybe slightly out of tune, to being an awesome performance. And when people hear it, they think, oh my gosh, this singer just nailed it. This singer is connecting with me. I want to hear more. And so the answer to the question, is it a cheater's way to a good vocal performance? The answer is yes and no. I say yes because there was a day and age where you couldn't do pitch correction on vocals, and you had performers who were just amazing in the pitch, and they were so practiced and they knew their voice so well that they were able to give that performance that just both together, and it just transcended, and it was awesome. I say no, because in this day and age, it is an awesome modern day tool. It will be a big lifesaver for you as a songwriter to be able to focus on your performance and delivering the emotion, and then maybe not hitting every single note perfectly, and then being able to go back and kind of retouch what you did to make it just pop. I absolutely love Melodyne for that reason. I absolutely changed the way that I release music and just seeing the way music is released, because instead of spending all this time trying to get that perfect vocal and just doing take after take after take after take, or having a great performance and just wanting to scratch it because it just doesn't sound in tune, you're now able to just rely a little bit on Melodyne, make it sound really nice, and just move on to the next song, release it and just feel proud of it. And so I absolutely think that it is not cheater's way in this day and age. I think that there's a great, it's still a skill that you need to learn to use Melodyne. It's not necessarily the most intuitive program in the world. There is ways to totally screw up your vocal performances or make them sound not real. The real trick to Melodyne is to make the performance sound like you, and to keep all the natural inflections of the voice, and to keep it really natural and organic. And I will make a video going through a song and doing some Melodyne edits to show you exactly what I mean on that. But right now we're just diving into just a little bit about Melodyne and if it's right for you. I think in that realm of it being right, it definitely is something that you should be looking into, especially if you're a songwriter. I would highly recommend that, just because you will save yourself so much time and so much heartache, and just being able to, deliver your performances and just touch it up and make it sound awesome. So I would just encourage you to leave me a comment if you've had any experience with Melodyne, if you have any struggles with Melodyne, or you absolutely disagree with me and think that it's totally not the purest way, or the authentic way to tune vocals in your productions. And so I'd love to hear that, even if that's the way you think about it, and maybe send me some of your music that you haven't, and that you felt like maybe not having perfectly tuned vocals actually enhanced the vibe of the song. I'm totally open ears to it all. I love to hear about it. So please send me links below, send me comments. Love to hear from you. I'm glad to have you listening to this channel. I really appreciate that. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.